as with most series finales, the reviews were mixed. The people that didn't like the finale seemed to dislike this one thing about the finale. And honestly, it's such an easy fix. Season 15 of Supernatural is now done. We got the finale, and those of us that weren't entirely happy with the finale seemed to be unhappy for the same reason. There was one part of the finale that basically we all didn't like, and we all didn't like it for the same reason. And what kind of baffles me is it's such an easy fix. This thing that we didn't like is easily amended, and I mean, if you know why they didn't do it this way, please let me know, because I don't know. In case it wasn't clear already, this is definitely going to include some major spoilers. So in the finale, we get to see that things have been set right. Heaven has been rearranged. We get to that later. And Chuck is no longer meddling, and things seem to be going great. And then they finally get to go off. They're not being manipulated. They're doing things on their own terms, and they go off on a hunt. Nothing new there. However, on this hunt, this is where the spoilers really come in, Dean dies. And he doesn't die guns blazing like Jensen Ackles always hoped he would. He always knew he would die on a hunt. That's no surprise. That was expected. That's something that we're happy to see, is that it was on a hunt. The thing that pisses us off, though, is one, he died not in hand-to-hand combat, really. It was a bent piece of metal off of a pillar in a barn that he just happened to be stuck against. And it was good in that allowed them to know, okay, this is obviously a fatal injury, and he got to say his teary goodbye to Sam. But I think the thing that pisses off people is this is literally their first hunt. Their first hunt that we know of. It clearly has not been very long since they finally have gained their freedom. And it very much, according to everything that we see, is their first hunt after they're finally free. So the thing that pisses everyone off is Dean doesn't get to experience true freedom, ever. He's always either been under his dad's thumb or Chuck's thumb. So when he's finally at this point where he gets to make his shots, he truly has free will. Team free will is truly free will. And he dies. And it pisses us off, obviously. We're mad about it. Can you blame us? And it's such an easy fix. It's such an easy fix. And there's two things you could do to really make this death better in the eyes of basically everyone. One is just have it later. Have some years pass. The other thing that I think would suit Dean very well and make people really happy about it is have it be a willful sacrificial move. So have, in my mind, the thing that I like the best is Dean either sacrifices himself for Sam, or he would sacrifice himself for Sam's kid. So I think what would have worked great is Sam has a kid. Obviously they grow up knowing about this stuff. It's part of their life, and especially now that they know that they're not being manipulated, they would feel like they have a greater sense of control. You know, the end is in sight. You don't have an all-powerful being constantly sending new and bigger and more horrible things at you. It's just regular monsters, and you can chip away at this and eventually win or have an end in sight. So I don't think Sam raising his kid in hunting is all that implausible. I think what would have been amazing is if it was the kid's second or third hunt, not the first one, but one of the first hunts, And maybe even they're just doing some scouting. They're not even technically hunting at the time. They're just out and about, knowing that something's around and trying to teach them some things. And then Dean makes the choice. We would see the emotion in his face. And obviously Jensen Ackles is an amazing actor. He would definitely be able to handle emoting this, and that seeing that if he made a sacrifice move, his niece or nephew would live. And what this does is it means that Dean chooses his death. Dean still goes down fighting. Dean is doing what he always does, sacrificing himself for others. And I think this is the bigger part, even almost more than Dean being able to have some amount of years of freedom, is Dean gets to see Sam beginning to have his happy ending. Because more than anything, that's what Dean has wanted, is for Sam to have his happy ending. So I think if that had been the ending, we would have been overjoyed. I mean, I'm still not thrilled, and no one was about the wig. What the heck was that? But we would have shouldered that better, knowing that Dean got a really good ending, not having that bitter taste, if you will, of that quick and meaningless, basically, ending. That was just, come on. So let me know what you think. Would have fixed it for you? Would that have made you that much happier about the ending? Let me know if you're gonna do what I'm doing, which is, in my head, I just pretend that that's what happened to make myself feel better about it. As always, likes, comments, and subscribes are wildly appreciated. Comment down below if you thought of something else that would have fixed it. If there was something else that bugged you about the ending, that you would like to think about something that would have fixed that problem for you. Subscribe to get more videos like this, and ring the bell so you don't miss a single step of this wonderful dorky adventure. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next chapter. Bye. As always, likes, comments, and subscribes are wildly appreciated.